Hello, guys, and welcome to Big Loz Official. I am joined today by Austin Andrade. Hello, Austin. Thank you for joining me.
Hello, how you doing? Morning.
I'm good. I hope you are too. So this is part of a series. Obviously, we're going to try and talk to every single competitor at this year's Arnold Strongman Classic. It would usually be Loz doing this, but because he coaches quite a few of them and this is a busy time to him, he didn't want to put in the time commitment. So you are stuck with me, I'm afraid.
Yeah, we don't want that crossover. That's almost cheating, right?
Well, exactly. You don't want to be telling someone else's coach like how things are going. Like that's just weird. So Loz is being kept out of this. And before we get into it, though, I have had him do a little voiceover to talk about what's got you to this point in your career, I guess, and your invitation to the Arnold. So let's go straight into that.
2023 was a breakthrough year for Austin Andrade when he competed in and won his first Strongman Champions League competition, earning himself the title of World's Strongest Latino. He then went on to win the RAW Classic Men's Open and pulled a raw 430 kilo deadlift after getting a last minute call up to the Deadlift World Championships. In 2024, he competed in his first World's Strongest Man where he qualified out of the heats and placed 7th in the final. At the Strongest Man on Earth later that same year, he came 5th overall, beating multiple World's Strongest Man winners in the process.
Sorry, my dog has just joined me. But there we go. So I guess that's kind of what's led you to this point now. But first I want to talk about when you got that invitation, because did you know it was coming or was it a bit of a surprise to you?
No, it was a total surprise to me. I had no idea it was coming. I mean, there was talks of it. Same thing as how like kind of Worlds was last year. Mm-hmm. You know, people were like, "Oh, you might get it," but like, you know, we never know. And then, sure enough, I got a email from Jan Todd. Hey, call me. And it was like 2 seconds later, I had her on the phone, and we're actually working out. Me and Nick were working out. Nick was getting ready for OSG, and I ran outside and I had a good conversation, about 30 minutes with her, and she's like, "All right, well, we're taking you both." So,
wow,
this is awesome.
So did you get to break the news to Nick that he was coming too?
Yeah. No, that was
must
awesome.
have been a cool moment.
It was great. No, that was one of the things, because like we talked before, but when we were like, we've always kind of been we've always been coming up together, but there was a show that Thick Pin put on called Texas Strongest a couple years ago, and you know, Gabe and Trey and Thick Pin, there was going to be some other good Texas pros that were going to it, and Nick was the next kind of like guy in line, and it was the same thing. I got to break the news to him of, hey, we're going to take you to Texas Strongest, and then to Arnold too, because he was working out, and this was like the middle of the dog days, the OSG prep, where you're like tired, and then I just like, hey bro, just got on the phone with you know who, and we're both going to Arnold, and he was like, you're lying, right? And that's just send me your email, and then sure enough, like he did a couple sets, he came back, and there was his invitation on his phone, so it was a cool moment.
That's awesome. So obviously you guys train together, you've been prepping together, you've been documenting it as well. It's been really nice to see on your channel, because not many guys are filming full training sessions anymore for big competitions like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because there's a kid, we call him a kid, he's still in high school. And he said, hey man, I'll film y'all, and we're like, sure, like why not? And so you're really getting to see the raw footage of what it's like training with me and Nick every day. We're just
raw.
Yeah. And you know, it's us, that's us 100%, is we're talking shit the whole time, we're messing around the whole time, but we know how to get serious and we get the work done. So
yeah, of course. No, it's looking really good. So I'm going to link that in the video description and a pinned comment as well. The Texas Boys is the name of the channel, and we need to get you guys to 1,000 subscribers at least through this, hopefully.
I mean, we got 3 videos in and we're already at like 500 something. So yeah, we just we're halfway there.
Yeah, honestly, it's so hard to grow a YouTube channel. It's harder than any of the other platforms, I'm sure.
Yeah, you know, just click the button, man. Please, you don't have to watch us every day. Just click the button.
Yeah, just ignore us, but please click. Don't worry, it's going to happen. We'll get you there. But on to the Arnolds then. So you guys got the you got the events. I think it was Christmas Day, wasn't it? Or like late Christmas Eve or something like that. So yeah, what were your first impressions when they came through?
Awesome. I mean, well, first of all, I think I would have been, I mean, nothing's disappointing this whole process, but like, if you're going to go to the Arnold and you're not going to be able to press the Austrian oak, like that's I don't know if we're supposed to say it, but there's going to be an
No,
event.
it's okay.
Where
Like
it's up
the
in there.
information's out there now. We put it out there. So, oh well.
So it's I think you're like if you go to the Arnold, there's not a max deadlift. What is Hummer Tire Elephant? Like I think they're a great bunch of events. There's newer events in there too, which are going to be fun, and a twist on a couple. So I mean, in terms of like Arnold events, like I think this is just a good group of them, and you know, there's obviously static events, and then there's a couple where you got to be in good shape for them.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's get into some of them now then. And they're starting, of course, it's become a bit of a tradition at the Arnolds with the elephant bar deadlift unsuited, which I guess suits you quite well. You only recently started using the suit, didn't you, for last year's Deadlift World Championships?
Yeah, no. So the suit's a nice little tool to have. Definitely still learning it, but I definitely, you know, I consider myself a pretty good raw puller or just a decent deadlifter in general. So, you know, I'm excited for it. We got our hands on a mammoth bar from Arsenal to kind of give us an idea of what's going to pull like on the elephant bar. Obviously, it's different companies, so it's going to be a little different feel, but you know, it's going to be a lot better from going from like a regular deadlift bar to something, you know, a couple feet longer
in a bit. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm excited for that one. Just like any other prep, we don't really, since it's such a heavy event, we don't really like hammer it too much. So, you know, we get our sessions in, we hit the numbers we need to hit, and really depends on how I feel going out to a competition day, what kind of numbers we're going to pull.
Of course, and we'll keep that under wraps for now because it's quite strategic at the Arnolds, of course, because you have to choose your numbers, but only 3 times you get to lift.
Yeah, I mean, it's a part of the game. I mean, obviously, I think it's crazy when you go to competition and like pulling 900s maybe get you like 6th, 7th place. You know what I mean?
I know it is pretty crazy, but hopefully you'll feel quite confident after that first event that you've had a good start to the competition. It's nice to start on something that's a strength, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure, yeah. And walking out last and seeing what people have done is always a little plus.
Oh, absolutely. So that moves us on to event number 2 then, the overhead gauntlet, which is a new event this year. So that is a dumbbell press into a natural stone press into a log for reps, and it's a trump system, isn't it? So 1 rep on the heavier Austrian oak will be any amount on the lighter one. So you're a strong overhead guy. Have you had much opportunity to press natural stones?
Yeah, I mean, we had a dude that brought some stones from Arkansas one time. So we have a whole yard just kind of littered with stones from like 80 pounds to like 200 and something, maybe 30, 50 pounds. So I think it's very similar to like a block press. You're not really going to be like split jerking it or, you know, like push pressing it. So if you got a strong, like, you know, strict press and you can get your hands in the correct spot, it's going to be a pretty decent, easy kind of implement to press. So, I mean, we also got those natural stones too. So we got a way we're going to kind of train with them to, you know, no matter what they throw at us, we're going to be able to just kind of figure it out on the fly and get a good rep in.
But the good thing is as well, it's a new event for everyone, isn't it? So no one's got an advantage going into this one.
Yeah. It's still, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just pressing. You just got to pick it up and put it over your head.
It's easy.
Right.
It'll be fine. Now, something that's not a new event is the 3rd event of day 1 is the timber carry. Now, I know you're a good carrier because you came 2nd at the World's Strongest Man final, didn't you, on the Giants medley, which involved a frame?
Yeah, and also came 3rd at SMOE with the wheelbarrow and the pull. Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I love it when people forget about that. I can't move.
Yeah. Do you like that though? Do you like people not assuming you'll do well at an event so you can surprise them?
Oh no, I don't. Honestly, I don't care at all. I think it's just funny. I like to play around. But this is a great event. I love it. It's another one of those like staples at the Arnold, you know. So to be able to take that frame up the ramp I get to cross that off the bucket list in terms of strongman career stuff. So
it'd be pretty cool to be stood on top of that ramp at the end of it.
Oh yeah, no, I got a couple celebrations. I got a couple celebrations ready to go when I get to the top. So I don't know which one I'm gonna pick. We'll see which one comes out.
Okay, are these choreographed?
Some of them are, yeah.
Oh, excellent. I look forward to those. Oh God, I hope we get to see them now. So we're starting day 2 then with the big jerk, another new event. Obviously at World's Strongest Man a couple of years ago, 2022, they did the Flintstone lift. So we've got kind of an idea of what sort of numbers we might see, but brand new event to the Arnold. I know you've documented some of your training for that. How's it been feeling so far?
I mean, good so far. Definitely new event. We don't typically, we're not really pressing like that in the off season or anything like that. So, yeah, no, it's gonna be gonna be interesting to kind of see what numbers we can push. Being that it is a new kind of lift that we don't even do. I mean, we should be, so we'll probably be throwing in the mix now. But yeah, I don't really. We just kind of feeling it out right now, and there's no reason to be going heavy. What are we, 6-7 weeks out right now? So it's like, in a couple of weeks we'll be pushing some numbers and kind of getting an idea of where we'll be. But my body's feeling healthy now, so like, getting that explosive strength is gonna be fun to test in a couple of weeks.
I think this is going to be a really interesting event. I'm interested to see what different styles that people adopt, because I can't see many actually jerking it. We don't have many jerkers in this competition.
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, you got a couple guys that are really athletic and have been doing it for a while, but yeah, I definitely not going to be one of those dudes. I'm just 2 feet in the ground. Let's get it over our head kind of thing. So, no, I'm just excited. Yeah, it's going to be. I just want it's a great opportunity for me to press 500 pounds. You know what I mean? So it's like, why not do it here?
No, absolutely. One of the biggest stages in the sport. So what do we have next? The timber trial. This is a weird one. I think this is the one where no one's that sure what that's going to look like.
Yeah.
But we know it's a heavy log carry into a drag.
Yeah.
The log's got handles. And it might go that way, but it might also go that way. We're not sure.
However you read the description, I guess.
Have you started training for that? What have you been doing for it?
I mean, we haven't to replicate the exact event is going to be pretty much near impossible.
Yeah.
But we always got carries in our workouts, and we always got drags in our workout just as accessory movements. Anyway, so we're touching that regardless of event or what the specifics are. No, but I'm excited to see more of a moving event at the Arnold, in terms of, back and forth. Usually it's just like the front carry is one way, or, something really heavy one way. So we'll be, there's going to be an opportunity to be running back and forth on this one, kind of seeing athleticism. Again, for me, opportunity to show, the world that big boys can move too. So, no, I guess in terms of like actually setting up an event day and this is what we're going to do, we haven't done that yet, but we'll dive a little bit deeper into it coming weeks. So
yeah, and hopefully you'll have more information soon anyway. I know Jan's quite good at sending out doodles.
Yeah, no, I love the sketches. Yeah, the sketches are great. I mean, it because you could totally be having a totally different idea what the event's going to look like, and then they have this. So.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, like while the equipment's being built, they can only really give you an idea, I guess. So, but again, at least everyone's in the same boat there. This isn't equipment that some people have used.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to lift it anyway, so it doesn't really matter whether you've done it before or not. So I don't really dive too deep into the whole experience thing on that end. I mean, I obviously experience in the show, I think trumps, my like kind of rookiness in this part, but in terms of like strongman, every single show is different. Every single event could have a little twist on it. So I don't really see too much of a like, they've been doing this lift forever, whatever. They have kind of more of an advantage. I don't really see it in terms of that. Whether it's elephant bar, deadlift, the frame, or whatever, because at the end of the day, you got to pick it up, you got to move it too. So.
Yeah, you can either do it or you can't. And the good thing is that you do have a lot of competition experience now. Obviously, you've done multi-day shows like Strongest Man on Earth, World's Strongest Man, the one-day shows as well, the really fast-paced ones like Giants Live. So in that respect, you are experienced now, aren't you?
Yeah, thank God. Yeah, no, I got a little bit more under my belt. The Arnold's kind of like the last one, or besides the Rogue Invitational, if I do get that opportunity someday. But yeah, in terms of like the well, the big two back in the day was the Arnold and Worlds when I was coming up, and then obviously Shaw put on this on Strongest Man on Earth, so that one got sent to the list, and then the Rogue. But in terms of like the staple events that you want to get invited to, the Arnold and World Strongest Man, I thought was like, you know, coming up in the sport, that's what you want to do. If you won those two, you're invited to those two, like you were the man kind of thing. So
yeah, no, definitely. And I mean this as a compliment. You look like someone that should be competing at the Arnolds.
Oh yeah, no, I do take that as a compliment. In terms of like, yeah, no, in terms of strongman, that's it's definitely a great compliment, because it's like, this is no trash on other shows, but like, you know, you do have some federations that are more towards like the skinnier athlete or more athletic athlete, and then you do have Strongest Man on Earth. You have the Arnold, which is like, you know, you're expected to put gross amounts of weights over your head, pull gross amounts of weight off the floor, like, and then if you're within that caliber of athletes, you know, you've kind of fortified yourself as one of the strongest men to walk the earth at that time.
Absolutely. And you will be finishing with the Atlas stone to shoulder. Now this has gone interesting in training. Yours. So this is why people need to be watching your channel.
Yeah,
what on earth was happening in that session? Talk us through it.
All right. I don't know, a disclaimer or whatever you call it, but training with Nick is never a dull experience. It's just go watch it because it's funny. He just, I don't know how he puts himself,
ended up wearing it.
He puts himself in situations where you're just like, you know, you question it. You're just like, and I've been training for so long, you just, at this point, I'm just like, nothing surprises me. It's just
it's a good job.
Yeah, but to be honest, the first, so he did it twice that day. He did it in the warm up when we were warming up, and he put a giant crater in the ground.
Shit, today
we're gonna have to fix that. And you notice how I say we have to fix that, because it's a package deal here. So if he breaks something, we have to fix it. If I break something, we have to fix it. So it's like, so he did that already, and then to do it twice a second time in the day, and you're just like, oh, come on, man. Like, but no, I'm excited for the event. It's gonna be a good one. I like the no tacky. I think there's certain athletes out there that benefit from using equipment like that. So I mean, and then it's really just showing kind of raw power, strength, being able to grip an Atlas stone with no tacky, something really heavy like that too, and then throw it to your shoulder at the end of the day, which is, I mean, I think after that set of events and then going into the final event as something like that, it's going to be, I think the reps are going to be a lot closer than what we could imagine. You know, you're going to have those people that are going to really throw some crazy reps out there, but for the most part, I think it's going to be a dogfight, which is a great event to end on any kind of show. So
absolutely. And am I right in thinking this is a Trump event as well, isn't there? There'll be a choice of 2 stones.
I didn't read that part, but
oh
geez,
I've only got what you've got. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm sure it said 2 stones.
Yeah. Oh well, I'm not training for the lighter stone, so
of course not. No, you didn't care about that one, but that's actually really good, because it's an opportunity to get ahead of any guy that is struggling with that heavier stone, obviously.
Oh, for sure, yeah, and that just makes that one more rep on that heavier stone that much more valuable. So I think I think I whatever they do, whatever I think Trump kind of system is a great little scoring or event that Strongman put in to put the pressure on, because at that point you don't see the scores, like just everyone jumps, because it's all kind of ties. It separates the points a little bit more, which is
do you read the rules carefully? Because I think I'm sure most of the events are also split timed as well at the Arnolds to avoid ties for that reason. So even if you're tied on reps, so have a good read.
Yeah, no. Do I read them? I read them like I read any other instructions.
I know, like, what's the numbers?
Right? Yeah.
Don't worry, like, honestly, nearly all of the athletes are like that.
Well, I mean, we still got a little ways away, and
you got ages.
Each day we hit some kind of event, I'll read up on the rules.
Get your wife to read them.
Yeah, she'll
There you go.
she'll interpret them well for me.
Yeah. Okay, so before we go then, Austin, we're going to end all of these with a little game. And in your case, that is going to be a trivia quiz. Are you excited? It's 8 questions.
Yeah. 8 questions.
8, yeah.
Oh, geez. Okay, it's double than what I thought.
Double? No,
I'm just kidding. I had no idea, so I'm just whatever. What do you? It's either I'm going to look stupid or I'm going to look really smart, so we'll see.
Well, they're all about you, so hopefully you get them right.
No, that's what I'm saying. If I can't answer them, then it's not going to look good.
It's not going to be good. Okay, tell me when you're ready. You good to go? All right, let's do this. Question number 1. You competed at Beerstone in 2022 and came 2nd overall. Who were the other 2 men on the podium?
Bobby Thompson and, oh my God, now I just blanked on his name. Hatton. No.
Right. You were close though. Yes.
Hatfield.
Yes.
Sorry, Hatfield. Yeah.
Very close. That's good. We're going to give you that one. Ding. Okay. Question number 2. On which event did you tie for first place at America's Strongest Man 2022?
Oh, the sandbag over bar.
Yes. Can you remember the weight?
No, I know me and Trey couldn't get the 460 because it was really heavy.
I'm unhelpful. I wrote it down in kilos. 209 kilos. There you go.
Oh, so was that 440? No, 450 something?
Yeah, it'd be more like 450. Yeah. Good. Okay, so you've kind of already said it, but question number 3 was, and who did you tie that event with?
Trey, and there was another guy. Can't remember his name.
I just wrote down Trey. I don't know.
No, yeah. Oh man, I can't remember. I feel so bad, but he actually loaded it. Like me and Trey were doing it the normal like long way, and he loaded it with the bag standing up, which was wild.
Oh, interesting.
And he was a smaller guy too. I won't say smaller, but look at me and Trey, and then he's smaller than him.
Yeah, he's smaller than you guys. Oh, I'm gonna have to try and find some footage. That sounds good. Okay, question number 4. How many of the 5 events did you win at the 2023 Shaw Classic Men's Open?
2.
Yes. Do you remember them?
Yeah, the sandbag loading race. Oh, loading race. Austin can move. And then the Atlas stones, of course.
Well done. Question number 5. You had a late call up to the 2023 Giants Live World Open. Who won that competition?
Good old Evan Singleton.
T-Rex. Question number 6. How many times did you lift the stone to beat Andre Foytu in the stone off at World's Strongest Man 2024?
Oh, shit.
I may have got him.
3?
3? No, so like every stone. Every stone.
Including all the stones.
Not including the stones leading up to the final one.
Yeah, you got me on that one. I don't remember.
Yay.
You go blank after like the second stone. You don't even remember.
It probably was 3 because you got 8 in total because you're credited with the amount of stones lifted through the whole run. So you got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you lifted the last one 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know.
No, I think I lifted the 440 or the last stone, the 200 kilos 3 times.
Was it 5 stones?
Foytu sent it back twice, and I was like, "All right, dude, come on, stop."
Yeah. Quit playing now. I'm tired.
And there was, I don't know. Yeah, you got me on that one.
We'll have to assume it's right because it's from the archives, and the archives are sacred, as we all know. No mistakes there. Okay. Question number 7. How heavy was the stone you lifted to take 2nd place in the manhood stones at the Strongest Man on Earth?
550.
Yeah. Or 249 kilos. Okay. This is my small attempt at a slight curveball. Question number 8. How many events did your training partner, Nick, win outright at the official Strongman Games?
2.
Yes. And what were they?
The sandbag death thing that was horrible, and then the sandbag throws.
Yay! Well done. That's good. Just checking you're paying attention. Very nice, Austin.
Hey, that's a B. I'll take it.
No, I think, oh no, it's an A, you know. That's fine. Yeah, well done. Star student so far.
There we go.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I know we've got quite the time difference, so you're up quite early, but we do appreciate you, and we're really looking forward to seeing you at the Arnold's this year.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much. You have a good one.
No, not at all. And I'm going to link your YouTube channel below and your Instagram as well. So guys, please make sure, if you're not already, you need to go over and subscribe to the Texas Boys if you want to see. Wow, there's all sorts on there. I'll leave it as a surprise.
We're just a bunch of goofballs lifting weights.
Yes. Thanks for watching.